Okay, so this is the board put together. These are our cards that I call change cards because, you know, we always want change. These are what I call community because we always want a community and support from our community. They go here. And then we have our cards. We have our cards, our properties. Trying to do everything with one hand and failing. So we have, once we flip them over, if we sell them, so you can see. And then we have the front of them that match, you know, they match all the way around the board. I think they're super cute, the colors. And then, of course, my money, which I'm super proud of as well. You know, we got those colors to match as well. We have our ones, our 5s, 10s, 20s, 50, 100s, and 500s. And then we did them, you know, to match as well. And isn't that adorable? So all I gotta do now is I'm gonna make my game pieces. I'm gonna make my own game pieces. And then I have my dies. And I'm going to paint my, well, I didn't call them hotels. We called them stores and warehouses. And I'm gonna paint those 2 of these colors. And then we're ready to play. Hey everybody, how y'all doing? I just wanted to go ahead and share with you what to expect once you purchase your download. And so I am going to share my screen. Sometimes I find this easier if I go ahead and just record it and show everybody. That way we're all on the same page. So first things first is you are going to get a download. And I'm going to include a PDF download and a Word. So keep in mind, if you have Word on your computer, you're not going to be able to click it. You're going to have to copy and paste. So open up the PDF. I'm going to open it up and you have your clickable links right here. It's 4 different links. We have one link that goes to the Gameboard. We have one link that goes to the card games. And the game cards. And then we have another one that goes to game cards as well, but I'm going to click them all so I can show you it's game cards too. And then you have your money template. So you click on the link, open link, you're going to follow this to Canva. And it's telling you that Kelly Nicole has shared a file with you. This is how you start designing now. And you just go to edit template. So once you go to edit template, then you're now able to edit your template. So of course, these colors are the color of my, that's in my logo, but you're going to be able to change this. So you can change these to any colors that you want. And all you got to do is simply just click on them. You're going to click on the color, this little circle here. You can change it to, say you wanted it to be yellow. Change it to yellow, you know, and keep in mind that these 3 are typically the same, you know, group. These 3, these 3, these 2. I have name here. You double click it, then you type in what you want. You could change the font if you want. You could change the size of the font. These right here is where you would sit your game cards. Of course, if you're doing this with family, you could put a picture of your family here in the middle. I did it. The game board that I did for myself, I did it with my logo. And so I did show you guys that. And so I put my logo here in the middle, and that's why these colors reflect that. The only thing that you may have a problem with is changing the community chest colors. And that's just because they're so low. I'm sorry. That's because they're just so low, like in the layers. And so what you're going to do is you're going to right click. You're going to click on something, and then you're going to right click on top of it. Hold on. You're going to click on something. You're going to right click on it, and then you're going to go to layers. Nothing that I have locked. I have this back portion locked because so you won't move it. And so you can simply unlock it if you want to, but I wouldn't advise that you even need to do that. And so you click on one of these colors, right click, go to layers, and then go to show layers. Once it goes to show layers, this is all the layers, and you can go down until you find, whichever one you're looking for, which that's that box there. And so we're looking for these, this community chest right here. And then it's one of these. And once you click it, you'll know which one it is because you're going to highlight it. And all you have to do is just slide it up, slide it up, slide it up, slide it up, keep going up. And you don't have to go this far up, but that's just what I chose to do. And so I just put it on the top just for now. And then you could change the color of that. So you click on it, you could change the color of it. Let's say I wanted it blue. And then I can go back to my layers. I wasn't trying to click out of it. Go back to my layers. And then once I change the color, I'm simply going to slide it back down. But honestly, you didn't have to go that far up. You just got to go to slide it back down to be under the game board. See that game board here, right here, that's locked. So you can simply slide it right here and change the color if you want. You don't have to go all the way to the top and then slide it back under here. You want to change the other one, come over here. It's this pink one, and I could tell it's that one because see the little blue line going around it? The blue line is going around this one as well. So I can simply move it over the game piece. And then I can change it. And then I can, if my layers disappear, if I click out of it on accident, go back to show layers, and then you're going to go back to the yellow square, and you're going to slide it underneath. And I did that so it can go underneath and be, really neat, tight fit, just like everything else. But everything else, you're just going to click on. Once you click on it, you change your color here. Click on it, change your color here. These, change your color here. Same thing. So you're just going to change your words. You can change this to say anything you want. You don't have to have electric company, chance, community chest, any of those things. I changed all of those on my game. So I changed community chest because since this board was about, my business and my family. I want my business to be family oriented because I want my kids, to do my business if ever, in life when they need to make a little more income. I would love for them to take my business and keep working in it. And so I incorporated them into this as well. So I use their names on some of these right here, some things that they like. But I made the whole theme just all around my business. And so I'm going to close this one now. But you could change this to however you want to change it. And you can do it for customers as well. So you could change these prices if you want it. It's totally up to you. So I just pretty much did this with what it normally says, pay $200 right here. And so I left all of this stuff pretty much the same, except I didn't put the names on there because I wanted you to choose what you wanted to put on there. And so that's it for that. I'm going to close this down. And then we're going to click on the second one, which says game. It says game card template. I'm going to open this one. Same thing. You're going to say edit template right here. Once you go here, these are all your cards. These are all your properties cards right here. Of course, again, everything is in the colors that I chose. And these do match the boards, you know. So whatever you put, whatever color you put in this blue spot, let me pull that other design back up so I can just show you. Okay, so whatever, those two blue ones go with these two right here. So whatever you name this one, you're gonna come over here and name these two. Whatever you name the blue ones, this one and this one. Then you'll go to the pink ones. Whatever you name the pink ones, you're gonna come back over here and you're gonna name one, first pink one, second pink one, third pink one, first blue one, second blue one. And you're gonna keep going down around the board. So if you change this to yellow on your board, if I change this blue to yellow, then you're gonna make sure you come over to your game cards and mimic that. Make sure that they are yellow as well. For these words on here, these are just the standard words that they normally say with the house, rent, with the house, 2 houses, 3 houses, 4 houses, with the hotel. I changed all of these myself. You are more than welcome to click inside of these and change the words. And so I changed mine, since I did mine for my business. I changed this to stores and warehouses. So I put with 1 store, with 2 stores, with 3 stores, with 4 stores, with a warehouse. And then I put stores cost $50 each, warehouses cost $50 each, or, you know, so that's how I did mine. But then again, I'm going to keep saying, you can change it to whatever you want. Just make sure when you name your board over here, let's say we name this one to Garden Street. Make sure you come over here and put Garden Street here. So these are the names. You're going to correspond the names. These as well. You can put the name here too if you want to. You can put Garden Street there. So when you flip it over, you'll know which one it's for. And all you got to do is just press text and then simply add a little body, and then you can put the name here. I would change the size of this, make it smaller. And then you can copy it and paste it on each one of these. And that way you can name them up here. Whatever you name this one, you're going to name this one right here. So all of them go together. So you have this set and the backs. These are front and backs. This set and then the back. So they're all the same. I printed, you did see how I printed mine. I cut them out, I taped them together, and then I laminated. I didn't worry about printing front and back, just to avoid any mistakes. I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. These are, okay, in the real game, they're like railroads. And so at first I originally named mine shirts, which is why it says shirts here. I had different t-shirts here because my business, I make t-shirts, you know. And so I end up changing this to orders. Like I did one that said a heat press order. And then I did another that said supply order. And so I changed all of these to order right here. But originally they say railroads. If such and such railroads, if one railroad is on, if two, but again, whatever pictures you put here, they're going to match your game board on where it says here, pay 200, pay 200, pay 200, pay 200. So let's say I was here and I wanted to put a, let's say you wanted to make this for your business and you did what I did. Let's just make it easier. I would put, I'm going to come over here to elements. I'm going to go to t-shirt. Let's say you made custom t-shirts like me. And then I'm going to go to see all. And I came down here and I had this for one of them. And then I put this little flower here. And then I'll put flower shirt here, flower shirt. And then I'll come back to my game board. And then I'm going to go back to elements. And then I'm going to go back to the same t-shirt. I'm going to resize it. And then I'm going to put this t-shirt on one of these right here. So if they get this one, it will correspond with this card here. And so you're going to do the same for each of them. You're going to make all of them mimic the spot on the board. I'm going to erase that. And then you have your two utilities here. Of course, if you own a shop, a business, you're going to have electricity. You're going to have running water. And so I just left these as such. And I just went to my elements and I typed in light bulb. And I just chose one of these that I wanted, to put on here. I found a cute one, whatever I wanted. And then I came back to my game board, and where it says that on the game board, I just simply put it on there where it said that. Electric right here. And so you keep going down. These are the backs of those cards. So pretty simple, not bad at all. Okay, I'm going to close out of this. And then I'm going to come back over here. And then I'm going to click on where it says Game Cards 2. I'm going to click on there. Let's open this up. And these are what in the real game is like the community chess cards and the, what is it? Community chest and chance. That's what they are. And so, of course, again, these are the colors I chose. To change them, you just click on them, click this color here and change them. You would change one set, one color, and the other set another color. And these are just the fronts and backs. Fronts of the cards, backs of the cards. Fronts of the cards, backs of the cards. These are the original sayings, what it says, but you can change these to anything you want. I would just leave the prices there and I would change the top. This one says, just when you think you can't go another step, you finish the foot race and raise money for a local hospital. Advance to go, collect $200. You could change this. You could say, if I was relating it to a business, you volunteered for a function for the community to help pass out t-shirts after the race. Advance to go, collect $200. So you could change these. All you got to do is just double click here and then simply, highlight this and then type the message you want. So you could change those and you can leave them the same. I left little spaces here. You could put little tiny pictures there at the bottom. You have advance to, and then you have to change this to something on your board. So if your board, if you have a spot that's called River Walk, you could choose it and say advance to river walk here, but you could choose any spot on your board. So where these little underlined spots are, those are places that you have to add a name to. Take a trip to blank. If you pass go, collect $200. So you can type in anything that you named on your board there. Take a trip to blank. If you pass go, collect $200. Again, same thing. You're just gonna, these three little spots, you add something on your board there. Like one of my places, my son, his name is Caleb. So one of my places said it's called Caleb Avenue. And so I could put here, take a trip to Caleb Avenue. If you pass go, collect $200. And so, like I said, these spaces are for pictures if you want to put like a picture there or anything like that. But these are the fronts and the backs of the cards. I would advise you to do them like I did, but if you find a better way to do them, that is totally up to you. And so what I did was I did not print them front and back because I just didn't even want to fuss with trying to make sure the printer was lined up correctly. So I didn't do that. I just cut them out separately, which was more work, taped them together, like I said again, and then I laminated them. So that was perfectly fine for me. It did not take long at all. It didn't take me longer than an hour to cut them all out and laminate it. It did not. So that's what this second set of cards is for. Game cards 2. And then we come back over here to the money template. This is the last one. And so, it looks like something's missing. It's not. This is how I made it. And I made it like this on purpose for you guys. So this is what I did. Is I went to my local Office Depot and I bought colored paper. They sold colored paper. I don't know how much it costs. I don't even know how much it costs because I didn't ask for the receipt, and she rung it up. I think I got like 30 something sheets, and it was like less than $3. So it couldn't have been that much, you know. So it was like $2 and some change or something. And so I just grabbed about 4 or 5 sheets of each color and that I wanted, and I bought colors to match my game board. I didn't want to waste my ink printing colors, but you can do that. But I didn't want to waste my ink doing it, so I chose not to. So this right here, I just left one here. We got ones, fives, tens, 20s, 50s, hundreds, 500s. So this is what you do. I just thought this would be easier. It might be easier for you if you do the same thing. That way you won't have to worry about color ink, and you could just print this, black and white per se. And so this right here, you can change this font if you want to change it to something else. That's why I left it here. You might want to change it to something. You may want to change the way the font is. So I left it so you can change it. You can change these little ones as well if you want to change it. But after you change it to however you want it, you may want to put like your little logo here or something. However you want to do it. After you're finished, you're going to take it and you're going to highlight it and grab everything and then simply press group. Once you get it grouped, you're going to copy it. You're going to copy and paste. And then you're going to put one here. Then after you get 2, you're going to copy them and paste them. Then you're going to put this here. After you get 3, copy. I'm doing Control C, Control V, copy and paste here. And then you can do one more like this, copy, paste, and put the last one here. And then there you have your ones done. I just thought that would be the easiest way to do it. I'm sorry if that's not easy for you, but I didn't know what you wanted to change. So if I would have put all of these here and then you would have had to change each one individually, it's easier to make one how you want it, copy it and paste it, rather than changing each one of these. Rather than changing each one over and over again. Make that one, copy and group it, copy and paste it. Then you go to your 5s. You may want to write the number out. You may want to do color, and you might want to change this. What if you wanted to change this to a color because all you have is white paper, and so you don't want to have a lot of ink there, but you want to change these little ones to a color as well. You want to change those to blue. And so it's totally up to you to customize your game how you want to do your game. And so that's, again, why I did it this way. I just thought that would be easier. And again, I apologize if that's not easier for you. I just thought it would be. So you just copy and paste them on your sheet, do your 5s, your 10s, your 20s, do all of them the same exact way. And yeah, you do them all the same way. But guess what? If you're going to start making this and, for other people, then once you get them all lined up, if you don't put your logo or change anything, if you just do them just like me and mine look just like this, I just copied this and then pasted it. I didn't change anything. I copied it and pasted it 10 times. And then I got them. I could do them the same way if I'm making a board for somebody else. I don't have to change it. I didn't put my logo on it or anything like that. I could just print it just like this again. And so that's all you got to do. When you get ready to print, this is what you're going to do. All of these, even the money, everything, the game board. Okay, let's say this is how I wanted it. I would share. I am going to download. I'm going to download a PDF print. And then I'm going to download it. And so once my PDF print comes up, I'm going to press open. and I can print it from here. I can print it from that PDF. Now, mind you, this is size, I did mine on foam board. You can do this on any kind of board you want. You can do this on the sublimation board. You can do this on a foam board. You can do this on a piece of paper. Like, it depends on what you want to do. And so I wanted mine to be a little more sturdy, and I wanted it to be a little bigger. And so this is going to print out about 19 and a half inches. So I put it on a 20 by 30 foam board. And so I printed it at Walgreens. I printed let me show y'all that step too, because I always get a lot of people asking me about this step. So y'all know that I'm a Photoshop girl, and so let's go over to Walgreens.com. Let me show you this. I can't spell. So we're gonna go over to Walgreens, and then we're gonna go to photo. We're just gonna go to photo, home. Once you go to photo home, you can see different things that they offer here. And so what I did was a poster print. So I went to posters up here at the top, and then I did an adhesive poster is what I did. I didn't want to glue or tape or anything. So I just did an adhesive poster. They are a little bit more, a little bit pricier, but you can always use a coupon. They typically always have coupons. So yes, I did the adhesive, and I did the 24 by 36 is what I did. I did the 24 by 36 because, remind you, my board was 20 by 20. That's before I shrunk it down to 19 by 19. Once I realized that foam board really was not 20 by 20. It was like 19.5 or something like that. So it was a little bit smaller than I really ever known that it was. So I did this one right here, 24 by 36. So I went over to my Photoshop, file, new, and I created a document that was 24 by 36 inches. And then I went back and I opened my download, which was my game board. I opened it. I pressed OK. And what I did was select all. Hold on, I'm trying to find my layers over here. I don't know. View, window, layers. Why are my layers not showing? So I took this layer and then select all, edit, copy. And I came over here and I edit, pasted it. And so that's how I always get my print over here to print it. To print it for Walgreens. And so I had extra space on this board. And so I decided to take this and I copied it. And I put another one on here, and I just made one smaller board because if you have something else to print, why not print something else? You don't have to make another board. I just wanted to test it out at different sizes. So make sure if you got some pictures or something that you might want to hang up. I also used, I think I used this because I do the shoes again. And so I think I put this on here and made me a couple of stickers of this right here. And so just fill up your board. Just don't, try not to waste your money. If you have some extra stuff you can throw on there, because they are stickers. So even this I could make smaller and put over here. You don't want to go too close to the edge, but make sure you fill it up with something if you're using the 24 by 36, just so you won't waste your money. And so that's what I did. And then I file, save as, and then I'll just save it as either a JPEG, save as a copy, and then I could do a JPEG or a PNG. I mean, even though it's not a true PNG, you could do a JPEG, just save it to your desktop, and that's what you're going to upload to Walgreens. Because I have a lot of people ask me how to do this part in Photoshop. This is pretty simple. I know Photoshop is very complicated, but y'all got to keep in mind, I've been using Photoshop for like 15 plus years, probably 15 plus. So just, if you got it and you have the ability to do this, this is what I do all the time to be able to submit mine to Walgreens. And so I'll come back over here, I'll press, I do the same day pickup, create now, and then I'm simply going to upload my design that I uploaded here. So pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory if you just follow the steps, but that's how I got all of my templates. And then I'm gonna open this right here. Let me go back to my downloads. These are my cards right here. These are my cards right here. And I just printed these on regular printer paper. So once you open it up, I just press print, and I printed them to my regular Epson 28. I think it's a 28 something. I don't think it's a 2800, but it's a 28 something, 50 or something. I don't know. But I just printed it regular, and then I cut them out, and that's what I did. And that's what you're going to do. And it's going to be great. So make sure if you make this, you tag me and show me. It'll take you a little while to get all of your colors that you want to choose. And when I tell you, it took me, I ain't gonna lie, I've been working on this template for over a month. And so not constantly every day, but bits and pieces here and there everywhere. If I could say all the hours it took me to make this template, I probably would say it took me probably about a good 30 hours or more, maybe 30. And that's if I just went straight, like maybe even 40 hours, because it was a lot of work. It was, I mean, just to get everything consistent and everything, the same colors and everything, because y'all know Canva ain't my jam. I just started using Canva this year. I'm a Photoshop girl, but the masses always wants Canva. I do still have people that want Photoshop, and I feel bad because I kind of neglect, because I teach Photoshop, and I've been teaching Photoshop for years now. And I have a lot of students that I teach Photoshop too. And so I've been slowly transitioning and trying to transition them into Canva as well, just for the ease of it, using it. So my more complicated, now mind you, I'm probably never going to go in Canva and be like, oh, I'm going to go in Canva and make a design for my shirt. Like, no, I would never do that. But everybody wants Canva, so we're just going to do Canva templates. So I still will do Photoshop templates sometimes, but we're just going to stick with these Canva templates for now. I'm trying to go in and show everybody how to do it easy. And y'all just bear with me. Y'all just bear with me, because, when I do one, somebody else want this. If I do Photoshop and Canva, somebody's going to want another kind of something. So, I try to please everybody, but I know I can't please everybody. So y'all just bear with me, and y'all, my Photoshop people, just know that this is easy. I would not try to, make you do this or get into this if I didn't think it was pretty simple. It's pretty simple to just go in. You don't have to go in and make any major edits. All you going in is changing the words and the colors. That's it. That's easy. And then on your game board, you will be going in and adding, little pictures here and there if you wanted to. And while we're here, maybe I'll just go ahead and show you my game board on, I don't know what I'm doing. Let's go home. Maybe I could just show you my game board. And let's see. And this is my game board right here. This is it. And you see that it does have my logo here. And then I have free pressing right here instead of free parking. I do have go to jail on it, but I have a t-shirt here with go to jail on it. See my water that I was telling you about, my electric here, heat press order, coffee mug order, tumbler spinner order, supply order. These are named after things that I wanted to name them after. and my kids chose. And I have like a lot of little heat presses and computers, luxury tax, you know. So I just wanted to relate it all to my business. I thought that would be fun for me. And again, these are my community cards and my change cards. I changed the name of them. And it was fun to do. It just took me a while to figure out what I wanted to do, but I wanted to make my game board more personal toward me. I am probably going to go back and make a family one, and then I'll include like pictures of my kids and, you know, just when they were growing up. I don't know, just make it fun. I can't wait to see them. I've been working on this for the longest time ever, and I'm just so glad that I finally got it done and it's in front of me and I could just see my work. Also, I'm going to put the links in for the, you're going to need dice, you're going to need playing pieces, and you're going to need dice, playing pieces, and hotels slash warehouses slash stores slash, you know, whatever you're going to call them. You're going to need those. They do sell those on Amazon, and I will put the link in the bio as well. It'll be all the supply link in there. You can just order them. I did have an original game board that I bought to look at when I was making this, to get all my sizes and everything right of everything. And when I bought it, I just decided I'm just going to paint those hotels. So I'm going to paint those hotels like 2 of the colors here. I think I'll do like a blue and a teal or something. I'll paint the houses and hotels, which are my stores and warehouses. I'm going to paint them. I'm going to make my own playing pieces, and I'm just going to make them. I have a chessboard, and so I'm just going to make some of those, the ones that are all the same. I'm not going to do the one with like the horses on the head or anything, just the ones with the circle on the top, the chess pieces. I'll probably make 5 or 6 of those, and with epoxy, and then I'll probably make them in these different colors. You know, of course they'll be solid because different people will be playing, but I'll probably make a pink one, a blue one, you know, a light blue one, a dark pink one. You know, I'll make some different playing pieces. That way we could just use those to play with. We don't have to have like cars or thimbles or anything like that. So I'll make my own playing pieces. I'm going to use the dice that came with mine, but just keep in mind that if you're doing this for others, that you either going to provide them with playing pieces and you can make them like I am, or you can supply them with, you know, a link, or tell them where they can get them from Amazon. That way, hey, they can really play with anything. Somebody can play with a penny. Somebody can play with a, you know, a paper clip. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't really technically have to have playing pieces, but, you know, it'll be nice if they match the board. And so I am going to go in here and make me some to match my board. And I think that'll be cute. And hopefully by the time I post my video, maybe or maybe not, they may be ready for me to show you guys. But if not, I'll just probably add it in a comment in the bottom or something. I don't know, under my YouTube video or something. I don't know. But nevertheless, I had fun making this, like a lot of fun designing it and making it. And I can't wait to see what you all come up with, because after that Uno, you know, after everybody was making the personalized Uno cards, which were freaking awesome, I just wanted to do this. And it just, for me to think of this so long ago and finally seeing my results, because I wanted to do this like 2-3 months ago, and it's just been slowly coming together. But anyway, thank y'all for watching. Make sure y'all comment, make sure y'all like, make sure y'all share, and I'll see you guys later. Y'all, please excuse my workspace. Y'all know I have stuff everywhere. I got little diamonds all on the floor everywhere. Red diamonds. It's in my hand. I wasted them, so it's so many of them. It's a lot of everything in the floor. Anyway, you know how workspaces go. But anywho, I printed this on sticker paper at Walgreens. So what I did was I took my board, I exported it, and it's a sticker poster paper. I took my board, I exported it, just like we did a lot of other things on the videos that you have watched of mine on YouTube. If you have, I exported this on sticker paper, and I'm going to stick this to a foam board to make a big version of the Monopoly board. And so I had extra space. I had to put it on, I don't even know what this is, but this is the largest size that they offer same day printing. And so I just made a second board. That way I can have a smaller one as well. But the foam board is typically for one, the size I always buy is 20 by 30. I made this 20 by 20 so it can be just a big board. And so I can't wait. I'm excited. I decided to do this in my business theme, and you will see as I go ahead and show you how, if you purchase this template from my Etsy or my website, that you can do the same for your business or date night or family version. Even though this is my business, I still made it like a family version because I want my business to be, it's like a family business, and I would like it to have it for a long time, and I would like for my kids, you know, to work with me as well. And so, like, when I named all of my names of my streets and stuff, I included things that my kids like, and they approved. I asked them, you know, I named all of the streets that meant my kids grew up on. I didn't even include the streets that I grew up on. I did all the streets that they grew up on from birth until present day. And then I also included like different things, but I'll show you that as I'm putting this together. But I just wanted to unroll this to show you this part at first, that this is printed on the poster sticker paper. And so, like I said, again, I'm going to pull up my Canva and show you all of these different templates as well. So I did make my own little money. You have the template for that as well. We have our ones, we have our fives, we have our 10s, 50s, 100s, 500s, and 20s. I think I forgot 20s, but we have those as well. And instead of me wasting all of my colored ink, you know, sometimes I try to be smart, but I took this and I went to Office Depot, my local Office Depot, and they have like, I don't know if every Office Depot does this, but they have like a whole wall of different color papers. I mean, like, they have way more than this, but I wanted to like pick out colors that match. I wanted to pick out colors that match this, and so I just picked out pinks, purples, blues, and I did a white one as well, but I just printed it black. You are more than welcome to put you a color behind it if you wanted to, but I really wanted to do it this way. That way I could save color ink, and it was cheap. The sheets were, I think I even bought extra. I bought like five or six of each sheet, and it only came to like, it wasn't even $3. So that was the way to go. That was perfect for me. I printed these all myself. I'm going to show you how to do that as well. And then these are all of my little my cards that I made. These are the property cards that match my game board. I printed these out on regular paper, and what I'm gonna do, I didn't want to print front and back in case it didn't align correctly, so I'm just gonna, it's gonna take me a minute, but I'm gonna cut all of these out by hand. Hey, but that's the fun in making things. Okay, it may be tedious, but it's gonna be worth it in the end. And so you have your template for these as well. You have your template for all of this, and all you got to do is go in and you can change these different prices and change your names or whatever, your colors, and I'll show you how to do that as well. And it's all on Canva. I know I said that, but I just like to say stuff again and again in case somebody popped in and missed something. So I'm going to cut these out. I'm just going to put them back to back, and I'm going to laminate them. So I'll start cutting them out to show you how I'm doing it, and then I'll come back when it's time to laminate. Unfortunately, I broke my laminator, so I'm going to have to run to the store in between these takes and grab a laminator so I can come back. I'm not going to laminate my money because, you know, the money is just, you know, it's just thin, papery. And all of these I am going to laminate them back to back. I'm just going to cut them out individually. I have my cut line on the outside, so I know to leave an edge. They don't have to be absolutely perfect. But these are my, you know, like it would be the utilities. These go together. These are the fronts and backs. I have, you know, how the game board that we're making this like, you know, it has chance and, you know, it has the game cards, but I named mine Chance and Community. Why not? I mean, Change. I'm sorry. I named them Change because we all need change for the better. We all need to change for the better. And then these I just named Community. And so these will sit, once I cut all of these out, they will sit right here on the game board, here and over there. So I'm going to get started cutting all of these out. It's going to probably take me about 30 minutes or so, but it's okay. And so I'm just going to use my little handy dandy cutter, and I'm going to take my time. I'm probably going to put something on my iPad or something to watch, but I like to, sometimes I just put it in and cut, and then I can see where my cut line is, and then I just go back and cut it closer. So I just try not to cut it close at first, but this is probably the best way to cut for me. I'm used to cutting with this machine. I use it all the time, so sometimes, a lot of times people say, oh my God, you're so fast, you know, but I had a lot of practice because I use this all the time. I still mess up, don't get me wrong. As long as I don't cut myself, I can always reprint. It's fine. And like I said, it does not have to be perfect. I'm just going to cut out these first couple so I can show you how I'm going to do them. And then, like I said, I will be back when it is time to laminate. Aren't those cute? These are, we have my son has a cat, and my daughter has a rabbit, Brownie and Ash. So this is Brownie Avenue and Ash Avenue. And then those are the fronts of the cards. And then I'm just going to show you guys this. That was a perfect cut. I'm sure I'll have some not so perfect cuts as well. And it is okay. The only thing I wish is that this was a little bit taller. Like, I could go to my desk and cut. That might be better. And I think I might do that. But when I'm cutting, bending over like this, it kind of irritates my back after I do it for so long. So, see how long it took me to cut those out. These are the front and back. So this will be the back of this right here. And I will simply put a little piece of tape in it. And I'm going to tape them back to back. And then I'm going to laminate them. And then recut them out. So, like I said, this is going to take some time. But I'm willing to put in that time. Everybody who made those Uno cards, you know, they laminated them all and went and cut them out. We can do that too. I don't even think you have as many of these as Uno cards. But hey, it's going to be all worth it in the end to have me a customized game with my business incorporated with my family. I love it. And so I think other people will love it as well. And so I will be back after I cut out everything, and then we'll start laminating. We only are laminating the cards, remember, not the money. So once we get everything cut out, then we will be ready to play our game. I had just started cutting them out, so that's going to be perfect, so we can, you know, reuse them, play over and over again. I can imagine that you could probably sublimate these on those little cards that you buy, those little playing cards if you wanted to. But I like this. This is fine for me, and it's fine for me. So of course, if you sublimate it, you would have to sublimate the fronts and the backs of them. But this is perfect. This works out perfect for us, to have a little custom game. And I'm gonna keep cutting everything out, and then I will be back again like always. And when I come back, we will put the sticker on the board, and then we will be done. So just like that, We created our own game, and I can't wait to play. I'm also going to leave, not only am I going to leave a link to the template if you want to purchase it in the comments section, I'm also going to leave a link for any products that I used, and also for an option. I completely forgot what I was talking about. Let me think. I forgot. I'll think about it in a second. I'm so excited about how this looks that I completely forgot what I was talking about. I think if I do this with my cutter that I would mess up. So this is a lot easier. These scissors are not great. I don't even know where these came from. But I have them. I have like some, I don't know if y'all know, I do custom shoes. And so I have like a station in my bedroom. And this was in the station, my custom shoe station. And which I never really use scissors there. I might have to cut a piece of paper or something just to, I don't know. But for some reason, these were in there. Don't even know where these came from. But I don't like them. Oh, I know where these came from. I just remembered. So, I had to make some customized teacher sets that had scissors, a letter opener, a tape dispenser, and all of that teacher stuff. And these are the ones I bought to use. I put epoxy on them, changed them to different colors and things like that. So that's where these came from. This is where I bought a set, and it had like a couple of different, not different, they were the same. It had a couple pairs in it. But I am going to cut, and I'm going to cut. I'm going to cut and cut. I'm going to cut the camera, but I'm going to continue to cut these out, and I will be back with the last step, which is to put the board on the foam board. So now that I have a huge mess of papers in the floor, we're just gonna push those to the side and act like, you know, we don't see them. That's what we're gonna do. See? We don't see them anymore. Okay, so like I said earlier, when I printed this out, I had to print it on this size to get my 20 by 20. And I had extra space on it, so I just made an extra game board and just threw some of my custom shoe designs on there, because like I said, it's a sticker. And I'm just going to cut this out. I put an edge, a border around it, just a thin stroke around it, just so I can know where to cut it out. I'm just gonna line this up here and here, make sure I'm on the board. And then I'm just gonna slowly and carefully cut this out. You make sure I cut deep enough. And I cut all four sides out. I just didn't do them on camera. And like I said, this is a sticker. And I know I keep saying, like I said, I don't know why I keep saying it over and over again. But got this piece of foam board. It's 20 by what is this foam board? This foam board is 20 by 30. And I'm just going to peel this here. And then if I have any hanging off of the edge, which it actually should not be, that's how you know Hobby Lobby will get over on you. Let's measure this, because I've never actually measured these before. So, yep, it says 20. That's crazy. This says 20. Actually, it's less than 20. It's less than 20. So, they tell you that this is 20 by 30, and it's not 20 by 30. So, they do have a bigger one. So, you are learning with me at the same time that this board is actually, yep, and it's shorter than 30 as well. So, that sucks. But I'm just going to have to shrink the size of this a little bit to make sure that it fits. So, this is completely okay. It's not a win or lose thing. Just shrink. I'll just shrink it a little bit to, I'll shrink the board to 19.5 instead of 20. So it'll fit, because they tried it. But any excess I have, I'll just cut it off. So, matter of fact, I think I'll probably do it before. It really doesn't matter. It might be easier if I cut it off before. So I like when things like this happen, so y'all can see that, you know, I have issues too. Anywho, we're going to make this work. And I'm just going to put this on just like so. And if anything else is hanging over the edge, I'm just simply going to cut it off. Because Hobby Lobby shouldn't have lied to me and told me my board was 20 by 30 when it's not actually 20 inches. So I'm going to shrink this down for everybody to 19.5. I just put it on there how I want it. And then I'm going to fold up one corner without moving anything else. And I'm going to fold it down like so. And then I'm going to simply press that end down like that. So I have that end pressed. And so I'm going to go up under here and slowly and carefully just pull and press. I'm just going to pull a little bit and press it a little bit. Pull it a little bit and press it a little bit. And I'm just going to do this across the whole board. I'm going to pull it a little bit and press it a little bit. I'm going maybe not even an inch at a time. Trying not to get air pockets. Pull it a little bit, press it a little bit. Pull it a little bit, press it a little bit. Pull and press. I'm going very slow. Like super slow. Like I want to hurry up and finish this, but I don't want any bubbles. So we're just going to take our time. We're halfway done. And see, I'm just still pulling it slowly and pressing. Still pulling and pressing. Still pulling and pressing slowly. And I'm going to make sure every time I do this, I still do it the same way. I'm not going to be like, I'm close to the end, so just pull it on off. No. Still go slow until the very end. See, I made it all the way with one tiny bubble, but I pressed it out. look at that. We have a beautiful, beautiful game board. And this is my overage that, you know, again, the store. I was going to just press it down on the sides and see if it stick, but no, it won't stick to the side. So we're just going to uncurl it, and I'm going to try to just simply cut it off without disturbing my board too much. I don't want to cut, you know, since this is foam, I don't really want to cut my board. Let's see if it's cutting. Yep, it is. So it's not a total fail. I'm mad that they say this board is that size. It's total false advertisement. I'm just going to go around each side like this. And you won't have to do this probably, like I said, because I'm going to shrink down the template. Hold up. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Okay, so what I'm going to do is try to even these sides up with the other side. That's what I'm going to attempt to do. I'm going to turn this around this way. I'm going to put this like where I'm cutting off a teeny tiny bit all the way down. This is going to take a little more skill, because I'm actually cutting through the board. Go slow, keep your fingers back. And cut a second time to make sure I went all the way through. I cut 3 times. So I got that side cut. And I'm actually going to cut off a little bit of this side because it's only a little tiny bit hanging over. And so I'm going to try to correct it by cutting off a little bit. And this is also cutting through the foam. And I might have to cut it a couple times as well. Two times. Okay. We have our board. We have our game board. Game board, game board. And it's nice and sturdy. And we have our money, all of our colored money. And then we have our cards. I have glitter everywhere. I have my cards that look so great. These go here. These look so nice. My properties. They are awesome. We're going to keep those to the side. I have my utilities. You know, you got to pay that water bill, light bill. These are like, you know, the railroads, but not. So cute. And then if you look on Amazon, I'm going to leave this in the description as well. They have pieces, game pieces. You can buy the whole set. It's so much work area, trash everywhere. It's so they have game sets of the pieces that'll go with this game, and the, you know, the hotels, the houses. I call them warehouses, and what do I call them? Because I changed the name. I call them stores and warehouses. Is what I call them. Stores and warehouses. Yep, that's what I call them. So we got all of our pieces, just like little fuzz everywhere. I really like the fact that I made all of it match. You don't have to do that, but it's cute. But imagine having, you know, a picture of your family here. If your family loves, you know, Monopoly as much as mine do. Imagine having a picture of the family in the middle. And then, you know, things that represent your family. Nostalgic items going around. And you make, you know, that'll be super cute. So I can't wait to see if you guys make one. Make sure if you make one, you tag me in it. Because this is freaking awesome. Until next time, guys. See you later.